see it trickling in a lot of places. It's very humid in here. You can hear insects buzzing. There seems to be a lot of kind of background noise, which would...
Water?
Well, it kind of explains like why when you guys got into a fight, no one really immediately came to see what was going on.
Okay.
Also, the way the rooms are shaped, it's kind of messes with the acoustics. But you are in here, so what are you doing now?
Well, if we're gonna fight and attempt to rescue the rest of the soldiers, then...
This way to the rest of them, too? We asked them where are the rest of them.
Did you really ask who the rest of them were?
Thought we did.
So the big guy that you found in the prison area, he couldn't communicate, and so Hamal made illusionary.
Yeah.
Well, Hamal made the illusion soldier to show one of the other lizard guys, and he pointed you. I know he pointed you, like through here and through here.
No, I get that, but I mean, after we rescued him, I thought we talked to the guys, and maybe they didn't know. But I thought for some reason we had decided that we were gonna go this way last time. I swear. But I mean, we can go whichever way we want. I don't care. I'm just trying to make sure we're not missing any information.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, let me. So if you ask the soldiers, do they know
Where the other people are?
They would have in fact said. They think they got carted off this way.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, well, the room next to the prison, I think they brought some there, but I don't know if they would have taken them out of there or why they brought them there. Maybe there wasn't enough space for them, or maybe they got hungry. I don't know.
I definitely don't want to deal with that big one, though. Oh, did you see the big one I found?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we really don't want to fight him, so... Jeez.
What, there's a big one?
Always just backtrack around, you know.
Yeah, let's backtrack around the other way, and that way we can stop in the little area where you murked that guy in his sleep.
Oh, here?
Oh, yeah.
This is where we are right now, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm gonna say, hey, real quick, guys, I've got this cool new trick. And, pull up two of the lizardmen zombies. Or lizardmen as zombies.
Okay, that'll take 10 minutes for you to do the whole ritual thing.
That's fine.
Am I allowed to rest while he does the ritual?
Yes.
Sweet. I need my vitality. I've got like none left.
Two of those, and that bumps me down to 3.
So let me roll to see if anything happens while you're in there. So, Hamal, once you're done doing your whole... actually, do you want to describe what your whole ritual looks like?
Yeah, certainly. So, he's got a small pocket notebook that he pulls out and is consulting for the whole of this process, because this is his first time, of course. And he starts laying out the bodies in the center of a large marked circle that he draws out with some black chalk, and then starts filling it in with a bunch of really not kosher looking magical symbols. Stuff like things that look like skulls with teeth, or weird worms that wriggle the wrong way, that kind of thing. And then after about 5 minutes of that, he'll actually begin chanting, laying out like some small like black stones he probably borrowed from Filch. And then as this happens, some kind of weird dark lighting thing happens, and the lizardmen start jerking around like you're pumping them full of electricity.
No.
When you said jerking around, you know that.
Melissa's mind into a naughty place.
She didn't mention that lizard fetish that she has? Yeah, that's a thing.
And most of his arcane incantations are in a language you guys probably don't recognize, but then the last little bit is where he commands them to rise and do my bidding until I return you to the soil.
And then they do.
Yes.
They can use. So they can't do anything too complicated. You can basically say, like, attack that guy, don't move, or stand here, and you can do like a kind of a short phrase of instructions, but they're not very smart. But they can use like a weapon and a shield if you give them one.
Right.
And there are there's enough clubs in here, so their attack would be D8. They're skeletons, so let's say their strength is +1, so it'd be D8 +1 for damage. And are you going to do skeletons or zombies?
I guess. Mm-hmm.
Well, so okay. Zombies would be like stronger and a little tougher. Skeletons would be faster.
Right. Well, we have living guys. These guys are really here to be more meat shields, so they'll be zombies.
Okay, so then instead they would be +2 to hit, and then D8 +2 damage, and I will. Let me get you their hit points really quick, just so you can. Or at least, if you want to keep track of them, you can. Otherwise, I can keep track of them.
I can keep track of it. It's no big deal. I mean, they're my minions. I'm not gonna foist that off on you. LZ1, LZ2.
Since I guess in the Frankenfourth dock, all the way at the bottom, just grab the. I'll put the zombie stats for level 2 zombie in there.
Let's see here. Craft bin, 5th edition. Zombie. There we go. It's cool to see it like being written out.
Oh, you mean one of the monsters?
Yeah, cool. Because I'm watching him write it.
Oh.
Because you can see that on Google Docs.
Well, I gotta find the monster creation rules.
No worries. Take your time.
I'm almost done with the public alpha document, and there are going to be a number of changes to how things work. So I'm pretty sure at least you all will have character changes, and there might be a couple tweaks to points on other characters. But it shouldn't be like so drastic as to ruin your character or anything. That's not the point of what I'm doing.
We're not going to need to re-roll.
No, and if you take a talent, like I don't remember what I might have changed, but if you did take a talent that you don't like now, you can swap it out. I'm not gonna be an ass about that. And I guess if you want to mod your stats or whatever, that's fine too. It's just something like I would think. We've been running some games at home, and I've also been looking at the math of other things, and I'm trying to get a good, not make everything super numerically balanced or whatever, but more like Adair's like armor, like I only take 1 damage most of the time because I'm awesome with my plate armor. Pretty sure I knocked that down by a point or two, but.
Yeah, do you have an official number for that, or no? Because right now I have it. Right now the plate armor is 5, and I have the elf racial trait that allows me to take a wizard talent, and I took Abjure, so that leaves me with 6 armor altogether.
Curse you, Adair.
Speaking of which, hey Adair.
Yeah.
I know you're good at conjuring spirit hammers.
Yes.
At some point, you might have to arm the. Well, I guess for you, that would be the Holy Horde.
Arm the Holy Horde.
Yeah, well, think about it this way. If you can't deny the power of your god, if your god is able to send the living dead out armed with glowing spirit weapons to destroy your enemies.
Yes, the god that is myself.
Yes, exactly. All I'm saying is, if I can get in on this racket, we might be able to do great things together.
Uh-huh.
Oh, speaking of, there's this game that just got put out on Kickstarter a little bit ago called Godbound. You guys heard of it?
No, but definitely link me later and I'll take a look. Or even throw it in the chat.
Yeah, okay. Let me toss it up in there.
My basic understanding is that it's exalted but not as annoying.
Exalted in a playable system is how, I'd describe it.
Yeah, I backed Exalted 3rd edition years ago, and it's years late, and I just got the PDF, and I'm like, I'm not even going to read through it. I don't even care anymore. Because I tried playing Exalted 2nd edition, and like I criticized Dungeon World for you got to read another book to figure out how to play it, but Exalted was like you got to go to like a bunch of different forums and read a bunch of threads on how the game plays.
Exalted?
Yeah.
And
what's that?
It's a White Wolf system. It's been around for quite a while, and it's based around playing demigod, godlike martial artists / fighters in.
It's definitely anime influence, like think Bleach or Naruto.
I was thinking you meant Gestalt for a second, and I was like, huh? What's going on?
No,
Here, let me grab the TV tropes like Jack there, basic description.
I can certainly see the appeal to wanting to play like these amazing, like these pre-made, already amazing characters and such. But at the same time, I'm like, but if you're already amazing, like, how do you make the adventures just as amazing?
Well, that's like a reason why I also like Exalted was the core game of Exalted was you're powered by the sun, which is a god, and but you're painted as villains by other godly beings that also live in the world, and so it's kind of like it was a really weird thing. Like you're not really an adventurer. Like you can go to weird dungeons and there's like super powered things, and you can throw like massive columns at your enemies. Like you can do all these like weird, ridiculously over the top things. But it got kind of I'm trying to think of like what kind of adventures do you write for these types of characters?
Right.
I'm used to playing like a D&D game where it's like you guys are more or less normal people trying to get rich or do whatever.
Of its 8K goal.
The what?
The link to it got 26K to its 8K Kickstarter goal.
Yeah, it's past its goal, but I figure it might be worth. I'm not trying to shill it to you guys, but
No. I understand that. Like, it's interesting. I love to see that Kickstarter allows that possibility for people to publish themselves.
Yeah, it's the only thing that kind of bugs me is when a lot of like really big companies use it, like almost as a pre-order model.
Right.
That or because and to some extent, I don't know if you guys heard, but the Lionhead Studios is going under like right now, and they canceled the new Fable game, and my first thought was, wait, why would they need to cancel it when they can go to Kickstarter and have it funded? But that's just what Microsoft wants to happen. They don't want this game to cost them any money. If they just put a Kickstarter out there to get it funded and made, then they could still sell it for the proper price.
Well, I've been burned off of Kickstarter almost entirely because almost everything I've gotten, like Onyx Path, kickstarted Exalted 3rd Edition. Onyx Path is a big company. Exalted 3rd Edition is years late.
Right.
And I just got the PDF a couple months ago, and I'm like, oh, I forgot. I only realized it because they, like, when I went to Kickstarter to see if people had any questions about Sunder World, it was like, oh, new activity. Oh, Exalted 3rd Edition. Oh, that was a thing I did. What? Oh, the PDF is here. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
And
I
Oh,
mean,
go ahead.
I kickstarted Kingdom Come Deliverance, and I'm not like that was supposed to be out October for the first act to play, and they got funded so much that they had to delay it so they could add more stuff, and that because it's also a small team and whatever else. But now it's not even gonna get released until like this year, at the same
Yeah.
time.
I pretty much
For
only
the first
kickstart.
act out of like 6.
I only really kickstart like board games by companies that I know will make a board game. I backed the new Dwarven Forge Kickstarter because they delivered on time, or maybe it was a little late, but I still got it. Zombicide stuff, I'll do that because again, they might be a couple months late, but at least that shows up. It's not like 3 years late, and I'm still wondering, is it ever really going to exist?
Right, I hear you.
But going back to Godbound, to me, it looks like it's exalted if you like the whole superpowered hero thing, but playable. Like what Jacob said, you're not going to be reading like 50 pages of combat rules and then go, I don't know what to do. I just read this section. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What do I roll? What does all this mean?
Oh, that was the worst. Literally everyone that I was that's playing Pathfinder with me, they've played D&D and other games before, but it's like, guys, you make no effort to like read on your own, to learn your own skills and how to level up. Like they needed
Right.
to level them up. I was like, what? They're like, it's so confusing, but it's not.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing is like the only reason I'm putting this out is this guy, Kevin Crawford, guy who writes it. He works for Sign Nomine Punishing. Don't know if any of you guys are familiar with him. I get
I've
emails
heard
from
the
him all the
name.
time. Yeah, I get emails from him on drive-thru all the time. They did Stars Without Number.
Okay, I've heard of that.
Yeah, but they've done like 10 Kickstarters, and all of them have been like he specifically has only laid out like certain rewards for the Kickstarter because any more than that, and he doesn't want to put anything in the Kickstarter that isn't already in draft.
Which is really smart. That's what with Thunderworld people were like, "Are you gonna give me stretch goals?" And I was like, "I don't want to because I don't want to say." I at first I didn't add any content like if we get this much, we'll make a space druid class. It's like I kept telling people what we want to put in there is going in there. We're not going to hold any of it hostage or whatever. Like I'm not going to say I'll make an elemental monk, but only if we get 10,000. It's like no, if I want to make it, I'm going to put it in there because I want to put it in there. That's just the way. So that's a really smart thing to actually do because otherwise, like with Chris's thing that he's talking about, oh, we need to add more crap to it from our stretch goals, so it's going to be even longer delayed. It's like, thanks.
Yeah, no, that's not great at all.
It's like, so you're telling me you want me to back this idea you have for a game, but it's not done. Right, we're still doing the first 250 pages.
Well, from
Pirate World.
Well, oh yeah, Pirate World. That's the other. I back that. That's never gonna happen.
You need to report it on.
I don't even.
You need to help at least report it because the more people who report it.
Kickstarter. I need my $10 back, which got converted to Doctor Who money.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is that the Kickstarter is actually going to fund the development of the free PDF. So when Godbound, when it comes out, is going to be free for everybody.
Is another good thing because that way, like if someone's on the fence, they can look at it and go, oh, okay, or they might download it and then they might actually use it and then say, okay, now it's worth. I mean, it's a very niche idea. So I guess people saying, well, I don't want to pay for it because I might never, like me, I don't buy lots of random stuff like I used to do because I've realized in my mid-age that I don't use most of the things that I've bought, so I stopped frivolously buying things.
Right. Yeah, so it'll be free, and literally the Kickstarter is just for the deluxe edition PDF, which has like 40 extra pages of content. But
and that's a really neat idea that he's got it written, which is step one of not having a crappy Kickstarter. And then it sounds like it's going to be like almost like 5th edition D&D, where like, hey, you can get the basic PDF for free. I've seen other companies do that where they give you the bare bones. Here are the basic rules. It's free. If you want the fancy schmancy art or maybe extra crap in there, then you got to pay me, and
Right.
it sounds like a good business model all around. More people should probably look at that and go, okay, let's do this instead of saying, give me like $35 for a PDF.
Yeah.
May
No, for
never
sure.
ever appear.
Well, and the funny thing is that he's already got like the beta 1.1 document out. It's already playable. Like there are people that are writing up play reports from it and everything. So
Which
I
hopefully,
figured.
if they find any issues, will be addressed.
Oh yeah, they've already like in the Kickstarter comments you can see like people like, hey, here's this issue here, and he's like, okay, yeah, I fixed it, that kind of thing.
Sounds more proactive than the Blades in the Dark thing, where people have been complaining about problems with it, and now it ended up being months late too.
But so yeah, and it's like I backed it, figured you guys might be interested. If you look up like they've got the beta 1.1 document out, so like you can read the system in its entirety already, and it's really good. So
Well, I can't. He would have to actively try to do worse than Exalted.
it's kind of true. That's the worst
I
part.
mean, saying it's good and it's better than Exalted isn't saying much, but I'm guessing it's actually miles better because you're saying it's playable.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the case.
That sounds awful.
And also, Jacob, thank you for putting in the actual way of spelling the Makwa Weetle or whatever, because
Yeah.
that's why I stopped writing, because I was like, crap, I don't know how to spell this.
You're fine. I looked. I saw that and I was like, oh yeah, no, that one is a bitch and have to spell.
It's a bitch to have to say.
I mean, to me, like, a system like that sounds like GURPS would do a better job because they have all those abilities to make your character supernatural and stuff without making them completely overpowered.
Well, for me, like, I don't, like, that's the reason with Frankenfourth, I want to make a game where you can do lots of things with it, but it's not super complicated, and when I played GURPS, it did take a while to build a character when you had a whole bunch of books to look through, and that's, so like, oh, I can make a superpowered character, if I only got to look at one book, cool.
And I can understand where you're coming from, Chris. I would say actually, the point of this game is to be overpowered because you're literally demigods.
Yes, of course.
It is OSR, old school role playing. Like it's meant to fit in with that same vein. So you could literally grab a powerful monster from the AD&D monster manual and slot it in.
Mm-hmm.
But there are things that they have in this game that are way beyond what GURPS I think has printed. Like I know because you choose different words that you're bound to that represent your divine gifts. One of them is the wealth word, and wealth has a gift that you can just create a perfect copy of anything for every minute until you decide not to.
Huh.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It sounds like, it's different enough from GURPS to warrant its existence. Because, some players, they like Pathfinder because they have all those little tiny things to play with, like the little interaction between feats and skills and synergies and whatnot. And this sounds like it's going to be more of a broad strokes. You don't got to spend, level 21 character in Pathfinder probably take hours to build.
Oh, yeah.
And
No, this one's really quick.
You say old school, so I assume it's going to be really simple.
Yes, that is definitely the case. It's basically roll your attributes, write out your 3 facts about your character, like where did they come from, what did they do before they became a godbound, and what's an organization they have a part with, or not a part of, but a relationship with. And then then you pick your gifts or your words that you're bound to. You pick 3. You pick your gifts, and then you fill in the numbers. That's really it.
Sounds incredibly simple and a lot faster than GURPS and especially Exalted. So, thumbs up for me on both those points.
So, at some point, you guys might like to take a look through the beta doc.
I mean, if you say it's free, then I can look. I'm going to say I'll try to, but I might forget in the midst of all the things that we're doing. I've been trying to get more of the Sundered World expansion art done. I got Thulid done yesterday. So
Sweet.
yeah, so I'm trying to get all the art done for that. Then we can finish writing it, and then hey, it's done. It's awesome. So you have the lizard folk zombie stat block.
Yes.
So yeah, you can reference that. You got 18 wounds or 14 wounds. No vitality because I figure a zombie isn't really avoiding attacks. It's just more of, if they get hurt, you have to stitch them back together.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably make some kind of necromancy. You can do a ritual and sacrifice things to regenerate them or something.
They become patchwork.
Yeah, that way, if you don't want to, maybe you find a really powerful zombie or skeleton, you don't want it to go to waste, so you can keep rebuilding it and patching it together. And so for a quick and dirty thing is, when it's your turn, Hamal, you can use your swift action to command your zombies, a generic thing. But if you want to do something else besides that, that's going to take your actual action to order them around.
Definitely. Yeah, okay, sounds great.
That way there's kind of like a cost in the middle of combat, instead of, you having 3 characters to play with, you got like 1.5.
Right. Yeah, no, that sounds great.
So, and actually, okay, so, but when you finish your ritual, they sit up, you arm them. A lone lizard man slinks through this hallway and stops at the entrance. Unlike the other lizard men you've seen, this one is carrying a staff, and they're a necklace made of various bones, a little piece of tortoise shell, and there's a snake curled around one of its arms.
Oh, great. Because that's all we need is another wizard. No, I'm just kidding.
And it lifts its staff, and it strikes the ground, and when it does that, roots grow out, sealing this entrance behind you, and then the one behind it.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's good.
In the room with us.
Yeah.
You might as well have just walked in and said, "I'm the boss fight," and
What? Boss?
Mini
I'm
boss.
the boss fight.
Mid boss.
It's silly. He thinks we're locked here with him.
Right?
He's locked in here with us.
Rorschach.
Yes.
It actually says, I take it you've come, and it says it kind of in broken common, but it still speaks in common. You're not dressed like them, but you've come to rescue them.
Yes.
Yes.
And then, so you just say yes?
There doesn't need to be any more dying.
I agree. Kind of. I can give you the rest of them if you kill one more for me.
Kill one
And
more.
the one more that we kill, is it one of you?
Yes.
Who do you need us to kill?
You would say king.
Oh. Why do you want your king dead?
He leads us down a dark path.
Worms?
How do you know of those?
That's what we've been coming to investigate, but we were kind of caught in this capture, or come break free the prisoners too.
Yes.
You did not make the worms?
No.
No.
The soldiers that your people had been attacking earlier today believe that you're in control of the worms.
It shakes its head. No, we don't know where they come from, but our king says you make them to make us fight you.
And
Well, that's
you
hilarious.
like or don't like that?
As I say, he leads us down a dark path.
Okay.
I know that if we keep fighting, we will not win.
Oh. Hmm.
So you need to kill our king, and then that will make us stop fighting.
That would be good.
Great. And you become the new king after he's gone?
Yes, and you can, you think you see a hint of a smile, but
Hey, fair enough. I mean, he motions at his horn. He's like, "Hey, I get it. Whatever. Let's go. Let's go take him out." And of course, we have your word that once your king's dead, the fighting will stop.
Yeah, but I feel like we really should sign something or I don't know.
he says, very well. You wait, and he starts to walk past you toward this passage.
Okay.
And then he kind of just it's still choked with roots, but when he starts to walk through them, it's almost like he just kind of it's almost like that Terminator 2 scene where he just walks through the bars. It's like he just kind of wriggles through them, and they just seem to kind of push aside like they're all spongy, and then they snap back into place.
I guess we're waiting.
And after about 10 seconds, you see the roots all retract back into the ground. And you see him standing there, and he kind of, he's like, he motions, come.
Through here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he walks through here, and then he walks into here, and you see the two of the lizard men are unconscious, and that big one's still in there. And when the lizard man druid basically walks in there, they kind of nod at each other, and then the big one sees Hamal, and he's like, kind of waves.
Yeah. Hamal will wave back. He's happy to wave back. He's his friend, after all.
I like how the shaman walks in though and sees his dead companions as zombies, and he's just like, "Oh yes, well we don't need more people to die. Just walk around with my previous people's corpses. It's fine."
Basically,
Not
put yourself in the druid's shoes. You have two lizardmen skeletons. What is he gonna say? I'll take you all on.
Fair point.
And you've demonstrated that you basically were able to just kind of tromp in here and kill a bunch of them. You captured a couple of them, and now you got 2 extra soldiers. They're armed. They're ready to go. Suck it up and deal with it, or we can all they can all die trying to fight you. It's like, okay.
Okay.
No, there's a reason this lizard man is doing what he's doing.
Okay, hopefully we're doing the right thing.
So he takes you through this room into the next one, where there's a small pool, and near the pool are 2 more soldiers tied up, and they look to be unconscious. And he says, those are the last 2.
Oh, cool.
They're still alive.
Great. And then Hamal motioned to the other soul, "Well, go get him."
The soldier, they do. They try to wake him, and the lizard man says that we've poisoned them. They will sleep for a while.
And that's it until it wears off?
They're still alive.
Okay, and they will stay alive?
Yes.
Okay.
Just a sleeping poison.
No.
They're sleeping. No, they're dead. No, they're just tired. And then in the next area, he gets over here. This one kind of winds down into some slope, and then it keeps going past. And he says, "In here, the king is in there."
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, are we going to have to fight many or just him?
Maybe just him, maybe others.
Is there any way you could help dwindle the numbers for us and then like distract them, take them elsewhere?
If they see me helping, it will hurt my.
Kingship?
Yes.
Help your rise to power? Or not help your rise to power? Can't it be like a ruse? Like a... Oh.
I don't understand.
Like you lie to them? To have them like pretend like you needed somebody to come with you? Or...
Give a diplomacy check.
No. You can use intern or charisma for this, but it doesn't really matter. Go for plus one. 10?
No,
Okay, I don't come back.
too risky.
Okay.
That's cool. Whatever. Does your king speak common?
Some.
Okay. That's fine. I'll be able to do something at this case then. 'Cause I'm still an enchanter, goddammit. Alright,
I see what you mean.
Yeah, and Hamal will stop and say, alright, so the plan is I'm going to go in, and I think we should challenge him. Not necessarily to single combat, because that's stupid.
I was gonna... Wait, what?
But we challenge him. If we challenge him, he has to respond to the challenge if he's any kind of honorable king. And he kind of looks over the champ and he says, I get the feeling that honor is important.
Why would he honor invaders though?
Yeah.
Because we're here. Alright, let's put it this way. If we go in and it does work, we only have to fight him. If we go in and it doesn't work, we have to fight everybody who we would fight anyways. Does that make sense?
I'm gonna ask the druid, because those other guys were kind of asleep and we got the mage that's kind of... I say, is there any place to have them stay so that no one will attack them?
In my chamber, which was the one with the pool.
Oh, okay. So
my suggestion might be perhaps we can ask the druid to arrange the king to be alone.
that's what I was trying to do earlier.
Yeah, and he's he thinks it's too risky, so he's not. He won't. He brought you to basically, if you can kill the king, then that should stop all hostilities. But he doesn't want to risk being seen with you or collaborating with you.
Yeah, no, I understand.
That's all I got.
Well then, I would say...
Do the lizardmen wear any clothes?
No.
I was going to say, we dress up the zombies like they're live lizardmen, and then they drag us in front of the king, and then surprise them when we attack them.
I don't think they're smart enough to do that.
Well, they could. Well, they. They wouldn't be able to talk, but I mean, you could.
Grunt?
You could just as the ball, you could just say, "Poke us with those clubs and walk behind us" or something like that.
Right.
I mean, it would have a. It's not 50-50 odds of succeeding, but it could still have a chance.
And what about our weapons and stuff? When you'd think that those would be gone if
Yeah.
they're prisoners.
Yeah, no.
Or what we could do is have one of us go out there as a prisoner to be distracting. I don't know what I'm thinking now. I mean, I guess I can sneak, but
Yeah, I was
Is
gonna
it
say,
Yeah,
like,
if you think you can stay in the shadows.
well, I even have sniper. It says when I range attack, I can make a stealth check to stay hidden.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
yeah, if you think you can go in and stealthily take the guy out, that's totally.
I don't think I could do that. There's too many of them around, and I'm sure it's well lit.
Yeah, okay.
So I say we kick down the door and or whatever is in front of us. Is there just an opening or what?
No, it's just an opening.
Is it dark in there?
Wait, you came in during the day, so it's like a dim lighting. There is light filtering through some of the roots.
I want to try and sneak.
Give me a. Actually, I will roll your stealth.
Why?
You would not have succeeded or failed.
Oh, that's not fair. How about I roll it over here?
Okay, roll behind the screen. Okay, so it's just you.
Yes, I'm going to stake it out first.
Wait, are you going to go there and try to shoot him, or are you just going to like peek around the corner to see what you can see? What is your actual plan?
I don't know yet.
What is Jacob typing?
What do you mean?
Oh, that's just exalted stuff.
Oh, okay.
In the
Oh, yeah,
chat,
that-
he just didn't see it.
Yeah, no, that was a while ago.
I can. The laptop's at an angle for me, so I just noticed it.
I guess I'll be safe and peek around first.
Okay. You have no ability to see in the dark, so give me I guess, a perception roll. Over here.
Really?
You don't know what you're gonna see. Okay. So you look over there, and you look around the corner, and it's dark, so your eyes are like they're trying to adjust, and you hear a voice speak. I smell your soft skin.
Oh. It puts the lotions on that skin.
But doesn't see me?
You don't know.
Okay. But I can't see anything, huh?
No.
I guess I'll pop back around and say, sorry guys, he smelled me.
And this, you're like, sorry guys, I got caught, you know how.
You know
This is
how
just
it
like all
is.
casual. Let's just go.
It's like, oh,
Right, I guess initiative for me or them.
Well, everyone roll initiative so I have your orders for when you guys actually decide to act.
Okay. Let me see. What we got? I can't find my dice, so I'm using I'll be using bones tonight.
Bones.
Wait, did it roll? Oh. I'm adding more than one die at a time.
16.
Here we go. I got 16 as well. Do I have any? I don't think I have any dexterity. Oh, I do. 17.
You have what? You have 17 dexterity?
No, I have 1 dexterity, so 16 becomes 17.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll say I rolled a 17, and because I have -1, went down to 16.
Well, I got 20. Because my dex is +3.
Okay, so Miss My Dex is +3. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try and sneak back in.
You're gonna try to sneak away?
No, sneak back in
Back in where?
to the chamber.
The King's Chamber?
Yeah. Unless they see me. They only smell me, right?
Give me a.
Wait.
Roll another.
Can I go over to his zombies and like rub myself all over them to get the scent?
I mean, he's still going to be able to. Like the problem with hiding from somebody being able to smell you with zombie scent is he'll still be able to smell you. You'll just smell like a rotting thing this time.
Or he might be able to see you if he gets close enough.
True. Fine. Fine, I'll just try and sneak in. Okay?
Okay.
Now, this time do I get to see my roll?
You gonna try to sneak into this room again?
Uh-huh.
No, you're not gonna. Wait, did you roll?
No, I haven't rolled yet.
No. You don't know if you're gonna be hidden or not. So, roll again. Whee! Okay, so you peeked in. He said he smelled you, and you kind of ducked back, and then you're like, I'm gonna creep in again.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this one more time.
Okay. Okay, so you're moving around, and you're like, are you feeling the walls?
Yeah, I'm going along the wall.
Okay, so you're scoot on the wall, and all of a sudden you see like a blacker, like almost like a shadow. Like eyes are starting to adjust, and you do see a darkened shape move and strike you.
Which that's 14.
For 11 damage. Armor piercing 1.
I'm gonna dice back. That's not my dice. Give me my good dice.
Oh. That one was working better.
This one?
No.
Oh, well, that's too bad. It works good for me. Okay, 11.
Yeah.
I figured I'd try.
Stop cowering and fight.
Do I still get to go?
Yeah, and actually, Hamal and Adair, you can hear him bellowing from the other room.
So I do get to try, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Did she get sneak attack damage at all?
No.
I
I wasn't sure if that worked in this game or not.
A 4 to sneak and a 5 to spot.
And then after that?
You rolled a 14 to
Oh.
hide, but I rolled a natural 17 to find you.
jeez. Those dash guards aren't being helpful tonight.
Anyways, so I'm going to step aside, try and get some distance to pull out.
Okay, you hop back and you're like, that's fine. And you can better see him now.
I got 12.
That's barely a hit.
Yay! That's 6 plus 1 armor piercing.
Okay. Now, I guess you had initiative of what?
20.
So,
Next is Dare.
Adair, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run right in.
Sounds like a plan.
Right? That sounds like something he would do. I don't know what the distance would be to close in on this dude, or if there are
You can
multiple
charge.
guys that would stop me.
No, there's no one on. There's no one in the room. It's just him. So if you charge, actually, how are you seen?
How am I seen?
Yes,
Seen or seeing?
seen.
Like,
His room
Does
is
my
very
spirit
dark.
mace provide me any light?
Yes, it would.
Yay, then we'll do that.
So you go rushing in, and this the lizard folk, the lizardman king, is he's taller than the other ones. He's not as big as the guy you saw in the prison, but he also has like almost black scales, and he's got two large horns that grow out of his head, and they curve forward, giving him a very dragon-like appearance.
So my first kill for a dragon, sweet. Level 3. No, level 4. Awesome. Let's do it.
Partial dragon.
Close enough. I show people those horns. I've got it in the bag. This story's mine.
These are dragon horns. You peasants, you don't have knowledge of arcana. You don't know.
Exactly. So yeah, should I roll to attack him?
They're not dragon horns.
Can I roll to attack him from a charge?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see.
Adair, you sound tired.
I am. Let's see. 9 plus wisdom.
you-
That puts me at 12.
Have you eaten one of those sandwiches yet?
No. I'm dying. But yes, I rolled 12 altogether.
That's a hit.
Sweet. We will smash him. Mm, 10 damage total?
Alrighty. And now, come on, what'd you get?
we got a 16, so
Oh, okay, you're all
we
done
all
before
got,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, we
You're
all
done
rolled
before
relatively well.
me.
Yeah, I'll because I figured my zombies, I had them just on follow mode until now, so I'll go running in, and I'm guessing it's a light off of Adair's spirit hammer. I'll indicate the king and tell my compatriots to run in and
Yes, the
attack.
gentlemen, as they are now called.
Yeah,
I imagine Hamal, like, you rush in the room and you're like, minions, swarm! And then they're like really slowly like shambling behind you, like, nah.
yeah, that's
Give 'em a-
dragging. Yeah, like dragging.
Give them a bit, oh lizardman king, and they'll surely do things to you.
Yeah. That's really it. He's like, do it, murder at my command.
Yeah, so they will like kind of shamble charge. Give me 2 attack rolls for them then.
Sure. Okay, well the first one's a 16, and the
That's
second
it?
one is a 9.
Total?
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
Okay, so that second one's a miss, but the first one's a hit.
Okay, sweet. Alright, let me verify the damage. Sweet, okay, that's what I thought. 1d8 plus 2, armor piercing 1. 10 damage, armor piercing 1.
Holy. Okay. He inhales and he breathes forth a big cloud of acid.
Am I in the way?
Yes.
I went over to this. I don't know if I backed up because I was on the wall. I would have at least sidestepped.
Well, he's backing up so he can try to catch you all in the big cloud.
Oh, fine.
So everyone but Hamal is getting hit with this because I imagine Hamal is keeping a distance.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Adair, you were in melee.
That's fine.
So hit, miss, hit, hit. So everyone but Sumia will take
Yay! No,
7 acid damage. Ignores armor. Sumia, you will take half as much.
3?
You said
Well,
7?
three.
7.
Yes.
So I'm down to 4 vitality then.
Ignores armor, correct?
Yep. And now it's Susan's turn.
Hold on.
Oh god, my headset cut out really bad. How much was the damage?
The what?
How much was the damage?
7.
7?
Okay.
Oh my god. And lizardmen
Okay.
zombies. They're just getting wrecked.
Here we go.
But they
Okay.
did 10 damage. That's not bad.
Ooh.
For
I got 21.
okay.
So. And that is 11 one armor piercing.
You guys are wrecking this guy. A dare. A dare. Oh,
Maybe he got his.
maybe he's
Food.
dead from starvation.
No.
Look, if this was Gauntlet, we would have been hearing Chris needs food.
Badly.
Yes. That,
Wait, did I take damage again?
did it do the? Did it do the Chris? Would it do like Blood needs food and then Blood needs food badly like later on, or was this badly?
I always thought it was always badly.
Oh.
He's here. I thought I heard him.
Wait, did I take even more damage just now?
No, it's your turn.
We thought you were dead.
Oh no. I didn't know. I heard Sumi attack and I was waiting to hear that it was my turn.
Oh, it's
I
your
didn't hear
turn.
anything. I was like, hello?
Chris?
That's great.
Chris?
Yeah, you
Chris?
know.
We're glad you're not dead.
Okay, that's good. Alright, well, I'm going to attack him again because now I need revenge. Now it's become even more personal. Now it's not just
It's
because
never
I want his
personal.
horns.
You make it
Rolled
personal.
a 2. I am going to use favor to re-roll again. Alright, sweet. I mean, that on its own is like 19, so we're good.
We are good.
9, 12 damage.
Holy.
Shouldn't have angered me.
I probably should not have.
No.
You've hacked through 42 of his 66 hit points.
Jesus.
Did the zombies die?
No, but they might.
Oh.
Hamal is like, and I'm going to have a king for a zombie. The zombie king.
Yes.
Good.
The Zombie King.
No, he sounds like he's got way more hit points than I'm able to raise.
And a higher level.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly higher level too. I guess that would make sense.
Doesn't mean I can't haul around his corpse until I'm ready, though.
That is truth.
We're just gonna smell bad for a little while, guys. It's okay.
It'll be worth it. So, actually, in Hamal, it is your turn.
Yes. I mean, no reason to change what's working, right? So, yeah. The lizardmen are supposed to attack until he's dead. And then I figure I'll probably try to do the box. So let me go ahead.
Box.
Yeah, head box, because I've got enough mana left. Might as well. All right, let's see here. The first one does not hit. Let's see here. And the second one, it does. But it only does 8 damage this time.
Oh, well.
Oh well, and then box around his head.
Intelligence attack.
Yes. Well, that's a natural 20.
A nat 20?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ. Okay.
You can't do anything fun with him, can you?
No, I'm never gonna have any fun. He's gonna just roar while swinging wildly now, trying to chop at anything he can, have it to hit. So let's do it as a hits no one. He's just swinging around, and it is now Sumia's turn.
Right.
Some guys just can't handle the bugs.
Hey, he gotta breathe acid before he dies. That's all I can ask for.
Ooh, I got 12, 1 armor piercing.
He should have like what?
Okay, Dare, finish him off.
Dang it,
All
I
right.
thought I could finally finish.
It's all up
something
to
off.
me, clearly.
Sorry.
All right, I got 12 without any modifiers. I'm sure that's okay.
You're good to go.
10 damage.
And that is enough to kill him.
Yay.
You smash through his illusionary box, wallop him in the head, and he goes down for the count.
He's good.
He's good.
He's quite good.
Oh, what about the other guys, the soldiers? I thought they were gonna try and. I guess they could still.
I thought you left him behind to watch over the other guys.
No, I just wanted the ones that
I believe I'm being called. One moment.
No, I was talking about just the unconscious and whatnot, like having.
Well, you should have said something
Oh, that's
before the
fine.
fight was over.
Well, it's not like we needed it.
I guess we can do the whole fight all over
No,
again
no,
and see
no.
how it goes.
I guess I'll go back and let the guy know, or Wait, Humal, do you want his body, or can I chop off his head?
I mean, if she chops off his head, will that stop it from being raised as a skeleton later if I get the head back?
No, that wouldn't stop it. If you got all the body parts, that'll be fine.
Ooh.
But my question is, why is Sim going to chop his head off?
I'm going to show the other guy. Like this, hold it up on his horns, because I want those horns. I want a collection of horns now.
Why?
She wants a collection of horns. I mean,
but I'm not going to tell you what yet.
So you don't know what the purpose is yet. You're just hoping that by the time you have a huge collection of horns, that you'll have thought of a reason.
I'm going to glue them to my owlbear.
You'll be like in the shower one day and you'll be like, wait, I know what bullshit reason I got those horns for is. Or you'll wake up with a cold sweat. Like, like David, I know what the horns are for now.
I swear to God, if I do ever have a dream about a bunch of horns, I will let you know.
I know, okay, but you have to think about the thing for them. It's not just like.
Glue them to my owlbear? What? Or I could make a cool leather helmet for my owlbear with some horns on there, like all stitched in with it.
I'm just imagining like a really weird like Mad Max gimp mask.
Yeah.
God, that's horrifying.
I'm imagining I don't know why I'm imagining this, but imagining those old airplane helmets that they wore with the flaps on the sides, the leather.
The aviator helmets with the goggles.
Helmet. Yeah, not with the goggles, though, just the leather, and then put the horns on it.
So like some gay ass Loki helmet. I was thinking a Loki helmet now, which is like impractical for every reason.
Yeah, but you said those horns went down, so it wouldn't really be Loki.
Well, I mean, you can glue them however you want.
Do 4 horns.
Why stop at 4? Why not do 6?
Just have a helmet of horns.
Just a helmet made of horns.
What was that?
I was gonna say exactly that. Why'd you stop? Just make the whole helmet out of horns.
You should.
I just want like Sumi to have a Babylonian tower of horns, and then have it fall over, and just like have her single tear right at her cheek as she says like, "I went too far."
Okay, I don't know what I walked into, but yes, good. I like that. The tears are good.
That's
You could glue them to your tits, and you'll have big horn tits. Like Madonna, but horns.
No one would mess with me then.
That goes one of two ways. Either nobody messes with you, or everybody messes
What?
with you.
Oh, God.
This is like.
I'll have a necklace of horns. There's so many things I could do with those horns now. Now I do want horns.
So a week later, you guys walk into the tavern where Sumi is staying, and you see her snorting cracked horn off of the ass of a hooker, and you're like, Sumi, I think you got a problem. And she just looks at you, bloodshot eyes. I'll tell you when I've had enough.
That got really dark really quickly.
No, okay, I was asking
Like,
if I could...
Which book is it? Like it's like a 3.5 Book of Vile Darkness. That one? Like that's something I'd expect to
my
read
God,
from
I
that
think
one.
No, he's not grabbing it. Oh, is this D&D?
Yeah. The book of Vile Darkness literally has a bad guy that's like I think he's a level 10 fighter, 10 wizard with golden armor that has hoops on all of this on both shoulders.
Oh crap! That guy, the Emperor.
Yeah, with the children chained to him as body shields.
Yeah. What does they call it? The Emperor or something?
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that.
It was
terrible.
something really silly.
So, like, how does this relate to Sumia's descent into madness?
That's what it looks like. It's getting dark.
Because she's gonna end up like that too. She's like, all because I didn't get what I wanted.
No, he's letting me... Okay, so I asked him, basically, if I cut it... I wanted to cut the head off of the king. And then Mal asked if he could still technically use it to become a zombie later on, and David's like, as long as there's all the parts, so...
Well,
and
as long as there's enough part... Okay, the head has to be
I get
intact,
you
and, like, you know, if he's missing a leg, he'll just not have a leg. If he's missing
So
an arm...
I can't cut the head off.
Well, you can, but, I mean...
I've
Well,
got
the
to
head
back
has
on.
to be present.
So you'd have to
Yes.
sew it or something like that.
Yeah,
Well,
but I mean, like...
be a zombie.
Yeah, but if he's... The head, I guess the head and torso are the crucial pieces. If he's any arms and leg he's missing, it's just going to make him that much more useless at
So
doing...
horns, for example.
Yeah, so if you cut off his horns, for example, you can glue them wherever and they'll still work.
Fine, I cut off his horns.
Yeah, take the horns, and then
Okay.
I'll have my zombies pick up the king body and hoist him over their shoulders. And let's
You're
go.
gonna like turn into. I know what's gonna happen to you. You're gonna turn into humongous from I guess the second Mad Max, and you're just gonna like approach a city and tell them just to walk away. Give me your horns. Do you want our gas? No, I just want your horns. Walk away. Take your gas. Your useless gas.
Oh.
So you got your horns.
Yeah.
The king is dead. Now what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna have one of my zombies. It doesn't matter because they're both on their last legs. Well, their actual last legs.
We're gonna eat them.
And I'll have him toss him over his shoulder and walk on out.
I'm sure they taste
Okay.
just like crocodile. It's fine. We'll eat them. Or alligator, I should say.
I mean, they're already undead. I'm pretty sure there's something about making them zombies that permanently spoils the meat for consumption.
Well, not the king though.
Oh yeah, but I need. Yeah, no, you could have his meat.
Yes, good.
It wouldn't
Wait,
smell
you're
like
eat
bad.
part of the king?
I mean, listen, maybe, and I'm not saying it's like Fallout, but Fallout 3 had a special hidden perk where if you ate, well, in New Vegas, if you ate President Kimball, Caesar, the guy who thinks he's Elvis, and one other person, then you get a perk where whenever you eat anybody permanently, for like 3 minutes, all of your stats go up by like 3. So yeah. I just gotta kill and eat a couple more kings, and something like that will happen. Definitely.
I wouldn't just like if you eat just part of the king, something will happen. But I could see some kind of like I don't know, prestige class or something where, like, if you eat his heart or something, maybe you'll gain some kind of lizard dragon power things.
Yes.
But that would, be you have to go into that class. When you level up, you want a cleric or dragon lizard power.
Dragon priest?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat his heart.
Okay.
Okay.
And then so now Hamal can be like, does anyone else want a piece of him? Like, literally.
Come on.
Just do it as long as I
I'll
get
take
the
a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hamal, you totally cut us heart. You're like, this is something will happen. This will be worth it. No. Now what?
You mean Adair?
I mean, Adair, you eat the heart. Yeah, I don't know what I said. But yes, so that happened. Adair just ate the heart of the Lizard King.
Oh, so we're back to fairy stuff again.
Listen, we don't need. Well, actually, you can totally bring up that past. I'm not ashamed.
I'll be right back.
Hey, at least I don't eat them. I just want their horns and stuff. And their heads.
Didn't you end up trying it too?
No.
You didn't?
I don't think I did.
Oh yeah, I guess Maria was the only one who did.
It was Maria that did it too.
You decided to just not eat or drink anything. You ate our rationed off mushrooms that were growing in the room.
That's right, I did.
Missed out.
So yeah, he ate the heart. He's hoping to gain some kind of mystical powers. So that happens, and now what do you do?
Well, we go back to the druid, let him know.
I obviously wiped my face off.
I would also tell him, now, if for some reason I find out that you are involved in this worm nonsense, well, I am going to come back. I'm going to take... Well, does he have horns?
No.
Does he have anything I can take that looks hornish?
No.
Then we're going to come back, and I'm going to make sure that this guy, and I point to Adair, will eat your heart.
But he wiped his face off, so it's not as intimidating.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I was like,
He'll
I
see
ate
my
the
body
heart.
when he goes in there. So, or wait, he won't. Well, he'll see Humal with a body on his shoulder. Right?
No, Hamal has the zombies carting the body around.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll see his own people carting a dead body around. So.
He tells the soldiers that to tell the other humans that they wish to have peace now.
Okay. Well, now, who can I ask him some more questions, maybe?
No. Yes.
Okay. My question would be the king, though. If he was involved with these worms, then who else would have known about them outside of the lizard?
He says the king was not involved with the worms.
Then
He was changed by a dragon.
what dragon is this?
I do not know. We think it lives in the swamp.
Hmm.
It left one of its eggs here for us to watch over.
Ooh, really?
Yes.
Are you going to watch over it now?
We don't have much of a choice.
Why?
I don't want to. The dragon is what made the king angry and violent. But it is powerful.
This sounds like something I could deal with. With horns, perhaps. Maybe even fangs.
And hearts.
It has horns. And it has horns. Big horns. Like big horns, like a body pillow that you could wrap around when you sleep and feel comfortable.
Oh, that sounds comfy.
It it's a horn, so it's quite painful, but maybe you like pain.
So you don't know where this dragon exactly lives, although it's requiring you guys to watch over an egg?
Yes, it was a gesture of good faith.
But what if we make an omelet?
That would anger the dragon, then it would probably come find you.
I was thinking more of a Khaleesi kind of thing.
But if we wanted to kill the dragon, all we'd have to do is kill the egg or eat the egg. I don't know. Do any of those things, and the dragon comes to us.
Wait.
Or do all of those things.
You keep saying eat the egg. You keep wanting to do something to the egg, but can't we let it hatch and take care of a dragon?
We could let it hatch, then eat it. Yes. Or
that would. Oh, no, hold on. Adair, if you let it hatch, you could eat the heart of an actual
eat
dragon.
the heart, but only after fattening it. We're going to feed it grain and only grain, and it'll get fat like a chicken.
It will get fat like a chicken.
Feed it your chicken, and then it's gonna get fat.
No.
We're not gonna feed the chicken mount. The chicken mount has feelings.
It's the chicken
And
mount.
the dragon doesn't?
The chicken mount is off the table. Well, you don't know what a dragon thinks.
Are we talking about this in front of the druid?
Yes. I mean, you didn't say you were going to wander somewhere else and talk, so.
Well, okay. So I'm gonna talk. I want to ask about this worm thing. So how did you hear about the worms?
We found them.
Where?
In the swamp.
Oh, where exactly in the swamp, though?
In the swamp.
And
They dead walk in the swamp.
okay. The worms do?
The dead with worms.
Oh, you mean the worms that have overtaken a body?
Yes.
And you don't know where they're coming from?
No.
Can you at least show us, when outside of this cave, the direction in which you saw them?
The same direction as the sun rises.
No, it's the swamp is big.
Do you think there's anybody else who could help us know more about the worms?
I mean, if they knew somebody who would know more about the worms, then they'd know about the worms, and then they probably wouldn't be fighting the people over the worms.
Maybe.
Maybe. I'm just
dragons
throwing that out
are old, and maybe it knows. But did you want to take its egg and see if it will find you?
Will it allow us to take the egg?
The druid?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, if you take it, the dragon will get your scent, and then it will go look for you.
So would that in its own way help them even more? I don't know if they actually want that responsibility anymore.
We will. I will try to convince the tribe to leave and make a new home somewhere else.
Because I mean, if taking the egg away and them escaping means that they don't have to live under the control of a dragon anymore, and they're okay with that, then yes, I would like to take the egg.
Okay. So it takes you out of from here to here, and it says follow that tunnel. There are many of our eggs in there too.
Oh.
The dragon's egg is
Bigger?
much bigger and black.
Okay.
I trust you won't harm any of our eggs.
Racist.
Not unless I trip and fall.
No, we won't touch you. I mean, if you want to make sure we don't touch any of your eggs, you can have someone come along with us.
Give me. Oh.
I'm just saying that's just a safeguard for him if he wants to make sure we won't do anything. He has someone else witness.
Well, I mean, are you actually intending to do something?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, not at all. I just mean, like, if I trip and fall, then, that's my bad, but I didn't mean it.
If there's anyone likely to trip and fall, and yes, just because I have a +3 dex doesn't mean I won't. But I would be most likely to trip and fall. And cause problems.
Oh, boy. Oh, man, that sandwich is so good. So, I guess we're going to doing that?
Well, David's looking at something right now.
Okay, so he says just he also says if you continue through the tunnel, you will find the eggs, and if you continue past them, there'll be an exit. You and your friends can use that to escape.
Okay. Why do you think something's gonna?
Basically, is just hold on. He just says this way none of the lizard men will notice you.
Okay. Okay. And I guess we'll. What about the prisoners and stuff? Can they come with us through that? Okay. I just didn't know if it was a sensitive area.
No.
Okay.
So. I'm trying to see if there's the link to this is. Okay, so the tunnel runs on for about 100 feet, and it eventually, very quickly starts to, like, the water level starts to rise until eventually it's like you can just kind of barely keep your heads above the water. Like, you can.
What about the unconscious guys? I guess.
Well, you can still like touch the ground. It's just the whole tunnel starts to get higher and higher and higher until eventually it's all you can do to keep your head above the water.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're holding them up, then they can then they.
It's not like we're trying to swim and.
No, you don't have to go underwater or anything. After about 100 feet, the water level starts to go back down again, and you eventually find yourself in a. So this is going to loop over to this. So you're going to have a. So you eventually come out of the water, and a little winding tunnel until you find a whole room filled full of eggs, and then off to one side is this very large black egg. All the eggs are kind of kept in a shallow pool. This room is very warm, very humid, much more warm and humid than the lair was.
Like an incubator.
Yeah. And there is room to walk around the eggs. Like, you got to be a little careful, but it's not like it's just like packed full of eggs. Like, they're kind of spaced apart. That lizard men probably come down here periodically, so they don't want to serve themselves. And then they look you'll think, okay, there's probably lizard-man-sized eggs, but there's this huge black egg, like the size of half the size of a human.
The dare shudders at the thought of lizard men having sex. Oh, look, an egg.
But one more thing is, you're looking at the eggs, looking around them, you see right over here is a treasure chest made of a dark wood.
Oh, decision.
Sorry about that.
If it's just sitting there.
I don't know. It could be enchanted or something. He could have his roots on it, and what I mean.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I don't know if I really want to break the lizard's man trust now.
What are we contemplating stealing?
Okay, no, wait. This is great. Just bear with me here. So, we have decided because he can't help us locate these worm things. He's seen them in the swamp, but he can't tell us exactly where. He has decided that we can take the dragon egg they have, because there's a dragon entrusting them to watch it, to coerce the dragon out so we can try and talk to the dragon about the worms.
Yes,
I
talk
know.
to the dragon.
I know.
One, that is the worst idea.
Well,
Because-
it's either that or the lizardmen are under the dragon's control if they keep the egg. Like
I want the egg.
they would have to stay here, and if they do something bad, the dragon's gonna,
We're gonna take the egg, and it's gonna be a great time.
trust us.
Yeah.
When have I gone wrong?
Okay, that's a terrible example, but
I
when
was going
have
to
I
say, like-
steered you wrong?
Is Sumia the one that came up with this plan? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, it was me. I was just like, we're totally gonna take this egg and we're gonna make it into an omelet. And then I was like, wait,
No.
no,
No.
we can raise it and then feed it so it gets fat, and then I'll eat its heart, and then yeah.
Or we could just leave the egg here, and I can conjure up an illusion of an egg.
No,
But
because
it's
it
not
goes
gonna
by
smell
scent.
like the dragon's egg,
Right.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
unless you're gonna like grope the egg until you smell like it.
I mean, I could do that.
I don't think it's gonna work.
All right. So our choices at this point are coerce a dragon, which is an awful idea, no matter how you look at it, by threatening its child.
No, we weren't gonna threaten. I guess we were trying to get it to come out, and I mean we could give the egg back if we wanted to. It's just to get so we can find the dragon, because we're probably not gonna find the dragon if we don't have the egg. Because
So
the
I
swamp
suppose-
is big, he says.
Okay, so the question is, how would the dragon know we had it then? Just it would smell it across the swamp.
Yeah. It would smell that it's not with the lizardmen anymore.
Right. Okay. Did
Trust
the
me.
new king ask us to take this?
He only told us about it. And he just was like, yeah, you can take it. And then he's gonna try and tell the lizardmen to relocate so the dragon doesn't come back after him.
Well, if he's in on the plan, then sure, let's go for it.
Yeah, he was totally willing to let us take the egg. He didn't care. It was the king who had taken the egg and whatnot, and the dragon did something to the king to make him all mangry.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Whatever works.
Come on, when have I...
Besides every time.
Ugh.
Wait, I want to be sure. As a point of contention, has one of Sumiya's plans actually succeeded?
I snuck in and cut the throat of that one guy.
That's true.
I'm trying to... Just give me a second, though. I got the owlbear.
It's also true. But did you get
I'm still alive.
chicken?
Well, okay, but I don't know if we can count you getting the owlbear because you're the one that walked into the nest in the first place.
Yeah, but who's going to think there's an owlbear in a house?
I mean, that's a fair
more
point.
cautious ones wouldn't have made that mistake, now would they?
Listen, I did help get the chicken.
You did. You did.
Yes,
You did help
you
with
did.
the chicken. Like all I'm saying is that if the new Lizard Man King is in on it,
Yeah, or at least he knows what we're doing.
we'll make sure he's totally on board with it. If he's totally cool with it, then let's do it.
Oh no, we already double checked. Like he was even like, there's an exit in that room. He's like, he's not even expecting to see us again.
All right, fair enough. Let's do it then. We'll tell
You can even get my chicken to rest its bottom on it and lay it, or like,
But what if it turns into what if it becomes like like a frog sits on a rooster egg and it makes a basilisk? If a chicken lays on a dragon egg, what does that do?
something terrifying and completely unnatural.
So let's do it.
Hypocrite.
Yeah, right?
Yep. All right, let's do it. Sounds good. We should probably send the soldiers on their way.
I think some of them are still unconscious.
2 of them are
Yeah.
unconscious. The other soldiers can carry them, but they need you to. Well, they need someone to help carry the war mage out.
Yeah, and my owl
Oh, your owl is carrying her.
carrying her. I don't think it would know to go all the way back to the tower.
Actually, you would have had to remove her from the owlbear to do the water thing, because your owlbear couldn't carry her, wouldn't work.
I could have a zombie carry her. I suppose.
I don't know if that's such a good idea, because they might start attacking. No, their comrades are with them though too.
Yeah, exactly. I would say, let's just have the zombie carry her there, and then when it's done, to find a creative way to commit suicide.
I was just thinking of a really horrible thing that could happen in this room. Alien. Face huggers. Nope.
True.
But not like that.
Dragons are xenomorphs.
Yeah. Oh man. Whoa. No. That'd be so terrifying.
Actually, quick 3rd edition, maybe Pathfinder tangent. I remember when they did a revised edition for 3rd edition, and they changed it so Arcana and Religion were they were monster lore skills, and the difficulty for identifying a monster was based on its challenge rating or its hit dice or whatever. So someone made a joke saying that when dragons are born, they're only 1 hit die or whatever, or they're low enough where it's oh, that's a red dragon. But as they become older, they apparently they mutate into weird, bizarre shapes, because a wizard could be like, that's a wormling red dragon. What about that thing? It's an ancient red dragon. I have no idea.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is a bit silly. Doesn't make sense.
I mean, I get what they're trying to do, and I mean, I don't think any sane DM would say your character has no idea what that dragon is. I would just be more of a, it's a red dragon, it breathes fire, but you don't know what all its weird spell abilities are.
Well, I don't think your character would know that anyway. I thought.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I would know for.
They would end up knowing, all right, well, it's a red dragon, but you don't know if it's maybe the character themselves wouldn't know what age the dragon would be just by looking at it.
Yeah, but I mean, I would let you know, you have knowledge, you have 10 ranks in knowledge arcana, you know that a red dragon breathes fire, is immune to fire, weak to cold, can fly, and that's probably about it.
Right.
But going back to the thing, so what is the carrying order that you're doing?
Well, I'm gonna lift up that egg and keep it close to my belly.
Yeah. Because the way I look at it is, do we want to drag the dragon back to the fortress?
Yeah, I was thinking that kind of earlier too, but I figured I'd take the risk.
Adair, when you get close to the egg, you see at the base of the egg are in your, I guess you're still using your magical spirit hammer. You see that there are 3 shimmering objects at its base.
What are these objects?
They are small treasure chests, but they've been oiled so that they'd be waterproof.
Huh.
Well, all right then. Well, I mean...
The what?
Maybe these ones in particular we could open.
I think David was trying to tempt us.
It's working.
I don't think it's worth it. I really don't think it's worth it.
One for each of us.
Yeah, there's 3 of them, 1 for each of you. inside your wildest dreams, as long as your wildest dreams can fit inside.
Horns?
A sphere of annihilation?
Maybe,
Yes, a sphere of annihilation.
maybe a sphere of annihilation that whenever you suck someone in, it barfs up horns.
Is our vitality back by now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've been walking around long enough, and plotting and scheming.
I don't think it's worth offending the lizard men. We've just gotten to a point where we have peace.
Aren't they going to escape though?
Well, yeah, they're going to escape, but wherever they settle down in their new home, I'd rather them think of humans as, okay, those dudes that put me in power, not those dudes who put me in power and then stole all of our great shit.
It's clear. No, it's clear. These treasure chests are clearly this baby dragon's, and being that I am now its guardian, these fall to me to protect also. Yes, that's right.
Okay, fine. You carry him with the egg.
Well, I mean, we've got some rope and a strong back. Then I will make this happen.
You would obviously have rope.
I might have to put down that giant axe I've been carrying around.
One of the soldiers will carry the giant axe.
Don't they have to carry a person though, or people?
Well, I mean, they can carry two.
All right, then yeah, they can carry the axe for me. I don't care.
Okay. So you extract the 3 treasure chests from the base of the egg, or the mud at the base of the egg, and you're gonna grab the egg too.
Yes.
Okay. So you try to wrap your arms around it and you hoist it up, and there's a loud. And Hamal and Sumia, you're probably shocked to see that Adair just basically hoisted the egg up and it ripped in half. And Adair, this is you realize that the egg doesn't really feel like, the shell isn't very hard. It feels very spongy and flexible, more like a sack of some kind. Very much like one of the eggs from Alien.
So perhaps it was already ready to hatch?
You could say that. You're also shocked to see that out of the egg is not a kind of, misshapen, malformed, partially formed dragon fetus. Not that you know what a dragon fetus would look like, but you're pretty sure it wouldn't look like a huge, massive, writhing green worms.
Wait, what? What just happened?
Oh, Adair tried to lift the egg up and it ripped in half, and it's full of green worms, and they're slithering out now.
Oh boy.
Hammer time, baby.
Zombies. Yeah.
No,
Zombies.
your
Murder.
zombies are weak against the worms. Don't do it.
Let's
So
put it
the
this way.
worms, they look very small. They're smaller than the one you found in Filge's lair. They wriggle out and they start plopping in the water, and they just start wriggling around, sluggishly, kind of
You
floating.
need to destroy them before they get to the eggs.
Would they? The eggs are alive, though.
Yes, but maybe if they even get inside something that's alive, that would taint them. I don't know.
Let's say I thought that was totally the deal.
Ugh.
So
That dragon's an asshole.
they seem to be wriggling in each and every direction. So what are you doing?
Smashing them with my foot.
They're not too big.
You could stomp on them?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not my question. Is it like the size of a regular worm bug type thing? Or is it the size of a mouse? Is it the size of a rat? Is it the size of a ferret? I mean, what are we thinking
Those
here?
are some really weird sizes.
I'm trying to go up from
like this pen. Let's say they're the size of this pen.
That helps. I'm stomping them.
Okay.
Murder.
So you said, can
Yeah.
you stop them? I said, yeah.
Yeah, but you're like, yeah.
Yeah,
you
it was
weren't
me.
very sure.
Well, I had to think about it. Yes, you could stomp on them. But there's a lot of them.
just wasn't very confident. Yeah, and I felt like maybe they were just a little too big, and my stomping wouldn't do any damage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, stomp them. I'm gonna start having like. It's at that point where we need to deal with this. Stomp them all. These are bad.
I'd say burn it with fire, but there's a bunch of eggs everywhere, so.
Do any of you guys have any fire?
We do. We have 3 vials of alchemist fire. Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's not my point. Yeah, I would say let's just try stomping what we can.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to stomp on hundreds of worms in combat. Everyone just give me a strength roll.
Perhaps a spirit strength roll?
Are you going to use your hammer and mash them?
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew, yes.
Murder them.
Murder. I got a nat 20, actually, so I'm good.
Okay, Jamal.
Now it's up to Hamal.
Yeah, stomp them. Tell my zombies to stomp them.
Okay.
No, the zombies are weak against the worms.
Well, they've only got 1 hit point left anyways.
Yeah,
But we don't know what steroid zombies are like.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I'll put them down for the XP.
I don't think it works that way.
Yeah, Hamal undead aren't worth any experience points.
Even when they're retaken over by worms?
If they're taken over by worms, then sure, but
I don't know if
you
these
still
worms
can't
will do
farm
that,
zombies for XP.
So I'm actually cutting out. What am I rolling here?
Strength or I guess, how are you going to destroy the worms? Yeah, how are you going to deal with the worms? That will determine what you.
We're not going to use the alchemist fire on them, so let's just stomp them.
Okay, so strength check.
Okay. 17?
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, so.
Do you want me to roll for the zombies as well?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. The zombies have +2. Okay, so another 17 and then 13.
Okay, so between your mashing, and I guess the guards are still there, so let me roll them to see how they help out. So you three and the zombies are all kind of mashing up around all the worms you can find. The unconscious guards are left. They were left like back over here, and so is the war mage. And so the guards, like, they're helping you stomp, and they're also like, they're getting close to eggs, so they'll move the eggs away, the little lizard guys away, because one of you mentioned that. And so actually, between all of you, you managed to mash. Well, actually, let me see if any got away. There are a lot of them. One of them gets into one of the eggs. It just kind of bores into the egg, and then a couple seconds later, the egg bursts open, and there's like this little lizard folk fetus baby thing covered in worms. And it flops out of the egg, and it starts feebly crawling towards one of you. I guess, Sumia, what do you do?
It's time to put it down.
I cry. I want to hold it.
It wants you to hold it.
I know it does.
Don't pet it hard.
Pet it really hard with this hammer.
I guess my question is, are you going to kill it or are you going to cry? Okay, you do. It's it's a little thing. It's a little wee creature. So you scorch its head, and it just kind of stops moving. And the worms on it, because it actually has a whole bunch of worms all over it. Once you kill it, they start to crawl away, and they very quickly just start to shrivel up, and they just kind of die.
Are there worm corpses?
Yeah.
Okay, then I would say leave it like that, because that way we're not implicated with the little fetus. Or we could go back to the guy and let him know what the hell just happened.
Yeah, you got worms in your eggs, dog.
You got worms. We can take care of them, but it's gonna be a doozy, man. We're gonna have to spray around, fill in all the cracks, let out some traps.
This sounds like a job for the Dungeon Carpentry Squad.
Just burn the whole cave down.
It's the only way to be sure.
I guess.
And it will cost exactly 4 treasure chests, including the one on the other side.
How about I try and stealth back?
No. You tell them it'll cost you 4 treasure chests. Do you happen to have 4? Because we haven't seen any treasure chests, by the way, in that room. We didn't see 4 of them.
There weren't any. And we're looking for treasure chests. What about the ones on your back? Never mind those. Those are mine.
I thought these are mine actually.
They've been here the whole time.
I don't use backpacks. That's for scrubs. I'm an adventurer. I put all my shit in treasure chests.
And then we have the zombie valets carry them.
Yeah.
Can I try and
zombie entourage that just carries all of your shit.
I'm gonna grab the dead fetus and I'm gonna grab some worm carcasses. No, I'm not gonna do anything.
Bro, you got problems. But
I want to sneak back that way, just in case I want to hopefully try and find him and sneak, into his chamber, see if he's there, just to let him know about the issue.
Put a dagger in the dead fetus's hand so they think it was a suicide.
that's the.
I feel like I should let him know what happened.
Yeah, we should definitely let him know.
20. Let's make some rolls.
Yeah.
That's 13.
I don't even want to deal with it. Okay.
I'm just going to go back to his chamber, see if he's there.
Okay. You get back to... I rolled a nat 2 to see if you get caught. So
okay.
You get back to his chamber, and he's there, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
There was a problem with the
The dragon?
Yes, the dragon egg. We picked it up to take it.
Uh-huh.
And it cracked open. Okay, it wasn't mine. I didn't touch it. Okay, I didn't touch it. This is the big heavy guy, the big clumsy one. Anyways, he picked it up and it just cracked, and there were a bunch of green worms that came out of it. And then we got all of them except one. One did get into one of your eggs, and we had to kill the fetus because it was a zombie now. But all the other eggs are intact and fine.
All right, are we there with her too?
I'm going to sneak back into the dark and walk away. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so you roll information, and then he thanks you for at least stopping it from getting to one died.
Can I ask him? Did you know that there were worms in the egg?
No.
Okay, I just.
No, he goes, "No, silly. No, why would I perhaps maybe know that there were worms in there with many eggs to swarm helpless adventurers with undead? I don't believe him."
You didn't happen to see any treasure chests in there, did you?
Did he ask you that?
No.
Okay. I'll just go no, and then I'd back away into the darkness.
You just sling back into the shadows.
Just wide-eyed and I'll sneak back.
You do a little shimmy, so you just walk away sideways, out of sight.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so let him know he does thank you for at least they got one egg. Listen, got all the eggs. Good job. He doesn't mention any treasure chests, Adair.
I was just wanting him to know that way.
Okay, so yeah, I guess so. Okay, and you go back, and so Yeah, you stopped all the worms. Well, mostly. You got the treasure chests. Are you getting the fourth one, or are you leaving the fourth one?
After all that stomping, you know, I feel like we've earned it.
Can I just try and grab
I mean, I'm not carrying the egg now. I can probably carry the treasure chest or
Maybe
drag
we can
it.
all help me with this.
Maybe
Well,
the treasure chest is so big, I can put the smaller treasure chest in the bigger one, and then I can just carry the one treasure chest.
What?
Yeah, it's like treasure chestception.
Oh, I see. Put the little ones.
Yes, you put the little ones in the big one, and then you just carry them all together.
Loot smarter, not harder.
Right, exactly. See, the lazy are the ones that come up with very innovative, you know, less work options.
It's true.
So, are you taking? Are you gonna get all four?
Hell yeah, I'm the boss.
Okay, so unless
I will
unless you
pray
guys
to
want to try to
myself
stop
if I
me,
throw my
you're
back
gonna
out.
have 4 treasure chests.
Yeah.
We'll take them.
Okay.
Okay.
And
The rogue is telling you guys not to take some treasure.
I was gonna
And
say,
that's really weird. What have you done
That
with
is really
Sumia?
weird.
Where is the real one?
Well, she's moving more to ranger-like.
It's a doppelsumia.
Real quick, are we alright to call it here?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
just gonna. I just want to know if you guys are gonna leave or start heading back toward the keep. I just want to know what your general plan was.
I think we should head back towards the keep.
We might as well head back towards the keep at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you can. The second tunnel out of here, you walk around the eggs. Unless you guys want to smash them on the way out. It's a similar case as when you came in. The passage almost goes completely underwater. But you're able to keep the unconscious people above water, and you get out. It exits into a pool, and you're still in the swamp. You don't really know where you are, but you can figure out how you get home next time.
Or if we get home.
If you get home, I mean, maybe, I don't know, a dragon will kill you.
Or maybe the treasure chests are full of worms.
Maybe the treasure chests are mimics that poop worms.
Maybe there are mimics that are just like, ah, sweet, he's taking us with him so we can kill more people. Good, good.
Yeah, that might totally be your fault. Alright.
I will deal with it as the time comes.
Oh, yeah, experience. Okay, so for dealing with the lizard men, kind of brokering peace, we'll say 30.
Wait, no, it's 15 plus level.
Oh, okay, so 1 for that.
30, sweet. 2 whole levels? Awesome.
Damn it.
1 experience for doing that. 2 experience for you pretty much got just about the best you could have done in that egg situation.
What about the king?
3 for killing the king.
That's in 3 altogether.
Yeah,
so
3 altogether. And then 4 for rescuing the prisoners.
We're not out of the woods just yet.
And then a 5th point for the treasure you found, because you did find treasure in those chests. It's just, we'll have to open up next time and see what's inside.
Next time on Frankenfourth.
Z.
Frankenfourth Z. Frankenfourth zombies.
It's kind of true, actually.
Yeah, right? So, Jacob,